Hi guys, welcome back to Spoon Feeding Profits. Happy holidays. I know it's been a while, but it's Q4. It's just busy. It's just busy. So, yeah, I will make some more videos as we go, but gosh, time. I wish there were more time in the day. Um, so yeah, I do want to share a few items I sold recently on eBay for profits. Give you guys some idea on, when you're sourcing, um, just things to look out for possibly, and even if you have a niche, which I suggest, do have a niche. Mine is clothing, but also you can look in different areas and find other stuff that sells. Sometimes you take a chance and it works out, right? So these are a few things I sold. I think it's about 11 or 12 of them. So let's get into that. Let me enlarge the screen. Okay. So the first item I want to share with you is this lot of Tintin books. Tintin. Um, I picked these up at a garage sale for $10. $10 for the lot. Funny enough, everything was $5 except this one here on the far right, the white cover one. That alone was $5 as well. I thought it was gonna be a big score, that particular one, but not really. It definitely added to the value of the lot though. But yeah, $10. I've never sold anything Tintin before, but it just got my attention. I looked it up. I saw some can go, some Tintin stuff goes for a lot, some just barely anything. So, I'm ambitious. So I got it. I lotted up and I put $99 plus $6 shipping. And someone bought it. Someone bought it. Actually, it went overseas. It took about a month to sell. I want to say somebody sent me an offer, a low offer before, which I obviously rejected, and well, not rejected. I told them no, because it was via messages. But yeah, sold it. By the time shipping and fees and PayPal fees and eBay fees and everything came out, buy cost came out, I probably made about $70 on this lot. So that was a pretty good score. So keep your eyes out for Tintin. I don't know if everything's going to sell. Some of these were not in good condition at all. If you look at this, some of them, it depends. I really don't know. I don't know what I looked up, and I just figure if I lot them together, I thought it was a decent amount. But they were really bad. Not bad. The pages were good, but the covers were for some of them, were in pretty bad condition. But yeah, some were hardcovers, some were paperback. So yeah, that was a good score. Never sold anything Tintin before, like I said. I just started a garage sale. I just did a quick search on eBay and I figured I'll try it for $10 and it paid off, right? Next item I want to share with you that I sold is this Mountain Hardwear raincoat. Now, there's raincoats, in a lot of these good brands, but this particular one was a really good one. It was a little bit thicker. You could feel the difference, in the quality. It says conduit here in the title. That was somewhere on the coat. That's why I put that there. But it was a really nice one. It was a little bit different. So I priced up and I got it. Somebody bought it for $69 plus $8.99 shipping. And like I said, it was a raincoat. It wasn't like a fake winter jacket or something like that. It had the nice peak on the hood. So the hoodie. So that was pretty good. I paid $6.99 for that. Took about a month to sell as well. When all fees and everything's out, I made about $54 on this one. Because I even made some money on the shipping, I believe. All right. Next item I want to share with you is this Jones New York women's corduroy pants. It's not a brand I pick up that often. Factors being it's winter, it's corduroy, right? That sells in the winter. It's thicker, it's warmer, and it was brand new with tags. I actually paid, I want to say, less than $4 for this. Again, this one took about a month. I took a best offer though. A best offer. I had a lot of washers. I probably could have held out because Jones New York, some stuff can go really high. It's not a brand I pick up that often because I didn't have a lot of luck with it in the past. But you know, but I used to pick it up used. Now, if I pick it up, it has to be brand new, and it has to be a special piece. In this case, this was corduroy. It's wintertime. It took about a month to sell. I made about $20 on this because I took a best offer for 28 actually for this pants. So that was pretty good. That was a $20 flip, less than a month. So that wasn't bad. Um, Next item I want to share with you is, guys, this is a Bolo. If you know, you know. If you don't know, this is a Bolo for you. Suze Orman's, right? Now, Suze Orman's financial stuff, she's kind of like, the Dave Ramsey's of the world and stuff. She's pretty good as well. Now, I sold the whole bundle for $99 plus shipping. But the CD on the top right, let me, that one, Protect Your Tomorrow Today, that is the money maker in the package. The rest of stuff, you might see people selling for a few dollars. The book on the bottom of that too, Suze Orman's The Do and Don'ts of Money, that sells fairly good too. I actually sold one of those used on Amazon. I don't have any experience selling the book on eBay, but I've sold one of the books on Amazon for like $50 something before. Now, funny enough, the CD, I've sold that same CD just by itself, sealed, on Amazon for $369 before. That's how sought after her stuff is. But, a lot of folks started sending in CDs, so you have a lot more competition. And what I find is you can still sell it for those crazy prices on Amazon, but you'd have to wait much longer because a lot of people are pricing it this price, even on Amazon. So I decided to put it on eBay, move it faster. So yeah, the ones by itself, the financial solutions library, financial solutions for you, those on the left side of the screen, those are not the real money makers. Funny thing about this is I had the package like you see here, but I also had two separate CDs. Protect Your Tomorrow Today. I had two more brand new sealed CDs by itself. The same week, between a week and a half, I sold everything. I sold this because at Christmas time, people tend to buy these things more. The prices tend to go up more, but I left mine at the price I had them. So they sold within a little bit over a week and a half. All three of them sold. Now, you see, I sold this for $99 for the whole lot. The CDs alone, the other two extra CDs I had, I sold those each for $89, just the CD. So you want to definitely keep an eye out for the CDs. You can find them at garage sales. You can find them in your thrift stores. I know of somebody who found one sealed in her thrift stores. Personally, I'm a terrible picker. I do not go to the CD section. I don't have that kind of patience. CDs and books, I don't go to the section for it. Anytime I'm buying books or stuff, I have to be at a garage sale where they have a little bit of books that just caught my attention or something like that. But to go look at a whole book rack or something, I don't have that kind of patience. These where did I buy these? I know it wasn't at a thrift store. I can't remember where I bought them. It's been a while. I want to say I paid an average of $25 each. So for this one, I probably made about $65 when all is said and done. So I've had these for a while, but I just listed them, funny enough, not that long ago because it took a month to sell. All right. Yeah, so keep an eye out for Suze Orman. Again, Protect Your Tomorrow Today is the moneymaker. I think that is documents with like telling you how to do your will, stuff to leave in place, after you die, and make sure you get everything set up the way you want it to. And so yeah, folks are, they care about that stuff. So next item I want to share with you that I sold is this Army Desert Pants. Now, if you're in thrift stores, you'll see there's most thrift stores that I go into, they have a section where they have a bunch of camouflage, military type clothing. And for the most part, I don't resell most of them, but every now and then you'll find the ones that are, and I usually find them new with tag. I kid you not. You see that little tag? Even if it's half of a tag, I usually find them. But even if you find these used in excellent condition, I'm pretty sure you can sell them. But I've only picked them up brand new. I will say that. And this is the price I usually get for them, around 39. This particular one, I took an offer though. I took an offer of 30 bucks, I want to say. Did I? 35? I think I took an offer of 35 for this. I can't remember right now. But yeah, what you're looking for with these though is the Gore-Tex ones. It usually says Gore Seam on the inside. Those are the ones that, they can. I think I've gotten 49 for one of these in the past, but lately, like I said, I took a best offer. Plus, this one took like 7 months to sell. I don't know why, but I've usually in the past they sell pretty fast for me. So it's a good pickup. If you see these Gore-Tex Army, or I should say Army, but military pants, I think they're nylon or they're just waterproof stuff. They come in good, right? So for that, I think I made about, no, according to my paper here, it's saying that I did sell this full price. So yeah, I made about $29 when all is said and done. About 29, yeah, when all is said and done. All right, guys, so keep an eye out for those. As long as you see the Gore Seam inside, or some actually say Gore-Tex, definitely pick those up. Now, Brooks Brothers, you can't go wrong with Brooks Brothers. The thing about this is, when I was looking through the racks, these were in the women's section. It looked brand new to me, but it had 2 pulls on it, and it was never worn. Because let me show you here in the back. In the back here that usually have this pleat. When it's brand new, it has that stitch on the bottom, stitched down still. So it was obviously never worn, but it didn't have the tags, and it had some minor flaws. It had 2 tiny pulls, if you notice there. It's a small pull, but it's worth mentioning because I can't sell this as brand new. So I put new with defects. It had 2 small pulls on it, and I disclosed that, and someone bought it for $49 plus $6.85 shipping. So you can't go wrong with Brooks Brothers, and these were women's. It was a really nice blazer. It got my attention. I paid $6.99 for it. It took about 3 months to sell, and when all is said and done, eBay fees, PayPal fees, buy costs, shipping, I made about $35 on this. So that was a good score. Next item I want to share with you is this Skechers, right? If you've been reselling, you should know Skechers sell. Now the black ones are usually the best selling ones, the all black ones. So this I paid $5 for. It took about a month. I made about $47 profit on this when all is said and done. One thing I will say though with these type of shoes is not that long ago I sold 2 of them. One was brand new, another one was mint condition, but I guess the wherever I bought it from, whether it's a garage sale or a thrift store, they've had it for so long. Like I said, one was brand new in the box and everything, but I had to refund both buyers because they said as soon as they started wearing it, it's like dry rotted kind of thing. One said she went to her doctor's appointment and her shoe started loosening in there and she felt embarrassed. So, of course I apologized, and so I had to refund over, one was $70 something plus shipping because that one was brand new in the box. The other one was I think 50 something as well. So what you want to do is definitely flex the soles, make sure they're intact, they're good. Because if they are starting to dry rot, a lot of times you can't really tell, because those 2 I couldn't tell. But if you flex it, like kind of bend it, a lot of times if it is dry rotting, you will see some kind of sign or something like that. So that's what I do now. But yeah, the black one sells fastest in my opinion. All right. Next item I want to share is this Vineyard Vines. Whenever I see this and I see it in good condition, I pick it up. These were actually boys' shirts, which I don't really pick that up that often, kids' clothing, but I guess it was in the adult section because I don't know why I would go to the kids section. I don't really do that. But it was in really good condition nevertheless, and I picked it up. It took about less than a month, about 3 weeks to sell, and I paid, that thrift store charges like $2.99 for kids clothing. So I think I made about $18 when all is said and done on this one. So it was a, just a regular Vineyard Vines shirt, but it was a nice color, nice pattern with the Vineyard Vines logo on it. So there you go. All right. That is a bread and butter item for me. You don't make a whole lot, like I said, $18 or $15 sometimes, even 10. Sometimes you can make 25, 30 depending on what it is, but it's an item that I'm sure is gonna sell. So that's why I picked it up. Another item I want to share with you is this this is, whenever I find these, I smile because they're gonna sell. These are Polo rugby type hoodie sweaters, right? As long as I see that number 3 on it, or I see like this, it's not always the same logo on this side, but this number could be on the arm sometimes, and it's desirable. This particular one here I wasn't sure about this one because it was so dingy. Like, it's looking whiter than it actually was in this photo, which I described in detail. But it was really dingy. It looked like yellowish kind of look on it, but it was a really good one. It was like a heavy duty, heavy type sweater, and someone still paid for it. Someone still paid what you're seeing on the screen. So it tells me, I know that they're desirable, but even in this condition, people are willing to pay for it. So, how do I know it's I didn't know much about it until I started looking it up, and every time I see that number 3 on it, whether it's on the arm or wherever, I noticed the word rugby was in the keyword. So if you check out Polo rugby stuff, you'll see they sell pretty well. And some things I still price up on and I wait, but this took 2 weeks to sell, actually. 2 weeks. All right, I paid $4.99 for this. Either $3.99 or $4.99 I paid for this. So I made some good profits here. I'm pretty sure I paid like $6.99 to ship, so I made some money on the shipping as well. But yeah, so keep an eye out for these, right? As long as you see the number 3, it should spark. And like I said, this was so dingy. It's looking whiter than it actually was on this screen right now. Next item I sold. Let me see, where am I? Okay, so I did a video a little while back saying that, hey guys, you can source from retail stores as well. And this was one of the items I picked up there. It was $7.99. I paid for this. They had a ton of them. The fact that they sold is saying, okay, maybe I could have picked up more, but I was just taking a chance on a few things that I've never sold before. And this was one, Kenneth Cole, $7.99 it was going for. They said retail price was $79. And somebody sent an offer for $35, which I took. It did take a little while though. I want to say about 2 to 3 months it took to sell, which is not that long, but at the same time it is kind of long. So I made about $21 on this when everything is out, fees, buy costs, all that. So it was a pretty good score, and like I said, they had a ton of it. Just say I had picked up all of them, it would have just been, I just had to create one listing. Yeah, just list once and wait until they all sell out. So it wasn't bad. So like I said, you can check the retail stores. You might find some scores. And the good thing about finding stuff in retail stores is you'll find multiples, right? Not just one like a thrift store for the most part, but you'll find multiples. All right, so that was a good score. Kenneth Cole men's joggers. It had some nice, like a nice pattern to the front. That's why I got it. It wasn't just plain. It was a blackish, grayish type look to it too. Next, this is an item. Anytime I see them, I pick it up. Anything Radio Shack that looks kind of vintage, I pick it up. I always sell them, always, and I always sell them for around $40 upwards. This particular one though, I took an offer on it for $25. I think I had this one for a little while, and a guy sent me an offer for $20. I counted to $25, and he bought it. I think I paid no more than $3 for this. It took about 5 months to sell. This is the longest it's one of these things has taken to sell for me, and that's probably why I took that offer. But I always sell them for parts. This particular one, I noticed it says used, huh? I'm pretty sure I listed this as parts. To will sold. Yeah, it says sold as is. But anyways, I usually list these for parts, saying because I don't know anything about these things. I know you could probably put some batteries in and test it. I don't ever do that. I just buy it because I know they're desirable, vintage Radio Shack stuff, remote control stuff, and I usually get about $40 for these. So there's some of them, not everything I pick up, but just I don't know how it happened, but for the most part, I can tell if something is vintage or not. I was never into vintage stuff. It's just selling. You kind of, by looking at stuff every day or almost every day, you kind of got an eye for what's vintage or what's not. All right. Now, the second to last item I want to share with you that I sold is okay. So this, funny enough, I bought this. I can't tell you how long ago, and I just had it to be listed. Never listed it. And it just, one time I even said, I'm just going to donate this back. I had no desire to list it. None. But one day I finally decided, let me check it out. And there was only one on eBay. And it sold for $29. I remember they didn't have everything that I have here, like the headphones. I think it's a, well, not I think, it's a portable cassette player, but I sold it for parts. I don't know why the screen is not. Okay. But there's a headphone, there's the case, it's like a padded case, and then you have the cassette player there. Again, I sold for parts. I didn't test it out. I don't know how to do that. I don't have cassette. But yeah, I saw one for $29. I know the guy didn't have a headphone in his. So I put mine at $49. It literally sold in 3 days. 2 or 3 days. Sold. And I think the person that bought it was from overseas because it went through the eBay global shipping program. So yeah, within 3 days it sold. So I was like, man, well, next time I know, right, that it sells. I wasn't sure. Normally when you see something on eBay sold, if you see one of it, or you might like, is it something that sells at all? Is it something that it might be long tail? You got to wait forever. But it sold, so I was happy about that. So that was good. But I was sitting on this thing for almost more than a year. I know that, more than a year. So like I said, I probably made about $37 on this when all is said and done. And last but not least is this printer. So this is a brand new printer I found on OfferUp. The guy had it for over $100. I sent him an offer for $50. He said, nope. Months passed. Literally months passed. I want to say over 5 months. I saw it again. I said, hey, would you take $50 for this? And then he finally said, yeah. So sometimes it's worth messaging them again. And this time he actually brought it to me. He brought it to my complex. So I just had to meet him at a certain point. And yeah, $50. I took a best offer for $200 though on this. So, because I wanted to flip it fairly fast. It took about 3 months to sell. So I would say I did free shipping. It wasn't a really big box, so I figure it's fine. I'll do free shipping. And the good thing is I didn't have to ship it that far. So when all is said and done, I made about $110 on this. Profit. Like I said, it took about 3 months to sell. So I still go on OfferUp and stuff sometimes, but I look for new stuff. As long as it's electronics, I only buy new stuff on OfferUp and stuff. But yeah, this was a good find. And for 3 months, I think it was decent. So that's it, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. You learned something new, possibly. But that's it for today. Guys, thank you for checking out Spoon Feeding Profits. Subscribe if you haven't. I will be sharing as usual. Hopefully more regularly, but no promises. I'll just do it when I can. But like I always say, be kind out there. Be that light. Be that person that smiles, it helps. And just have fun while working. That's one of the, I always say it's one of the perks of reselling. You can just set your day, you set your tone, you set your work day. All right, guys, so that's it for now. Have a good night.